Welcome back to the Daily Bitcoin 5. 5 stories every day that matter to Bitcoin. Today on the Bitcoin 5, Michael Saylor continues to build USD reserve war chest. Let's go. Before the stories, the Bitcoin price check. Current price, about $64,800 and knocking on the door to again attempt to flip $65,000 resistance into support. The most striking move in Bitcoin's price action is the 4-year performance, 177.1% from about $23,400 in July 2022. This nearly tripling in value underscores Bitcoin's long-term trajectory despite recent consolidation. Story 5. The Bitcoin price ladder that never gets cheaper. A viral post reminded the Bitcoin community of a simple truth. People called Bitcoin expensive at $10 in 2012, at $300 in 2015, at $6,700 in 2018, at $31,400 in 2021, at $50,000 in 2024, and at $64,000 today. The same voices will call it expensive at $200,000, $300,000 and $500,000. This historical perspective matters because human psychology struggles with assets that appreciate over multiple orders of magnitude. Each local top feels like too late to newcomers, yet each represents a discount compared to future prices. Story 4. Crypto Clarity Act momentum builds in Congress. Senator Cynthia Lummis publicly called for passage of the Crypto Clarity Act as the legislation enters what observers are calling its most critical 4-week stretch before Congress. The bill aims to establish clear regulatory frameworks for digital assets, stablecoins, and real-world asset tokenization. Industry voices are bullish on the potential impact. One widely shared analysis suggested that passage would create a bridge for global institutions to enter crypto like never before, potentially unlocking trillions in capital through tokenization, RWAs, and stablecoin infrastructure. Story 3. Bitcoin shows strength as global markets wobble. Bitcoin posted its highest weekly close in 5 weeks and held above the 200-week moving average for the 3rd consecutive week, demonstrating resilience while traditional markets struggled. The Nasdaq 100 fell more than 4%, and South Korea's Kospi crashed 30% from its peak into official bear market territory, wiping out $144 billion in value. Technical indicators are flashing increasingly bullish signals. The MACD has turned bullish, RSI bullish divergence remains valid, and the stochastic RSI shows positive momentum. Whether the forecast proves right or not, it shows how many investors now see this pullback as consolidation rather than collapse. Story 2. Around 2,000 institutions now hold Bitcoin. Institutional adoption reached a new milestone as approximately 2,000 institutional investors reported Bitcoin holdings in their Q1 2026 filings, according to Bitcoin Magazine. This represents a substantial expansion of the institutional investor base and signals growing mainstream acceptance of Bitcoin as a legitimate portfolio allocation. The figure marks a dramatic shift from just a few years ago when institutional Bitcoin holders numbered in the dozens. The expansion reflects regulatory clarity, improved custody solutions, and mounting evidence that Bitcoin functions as an effective portfolio diversifier. Story 1. Strategy builds. USD war chest. Saylor teases next move. Michael Saylor announced that Strategy has increased its USD reserve by $225 million, bringing the cash position to $3.2 billion, alongside 843,775 Bitcoin worth approximately $54.6 billion. This brings the USD reserve to 22 months of dividend coverage, up from 20.4 months just 1 week ago. With BTC dividend coverage currently standing at 31 years, the balance sheet remains incredibly strong. The announcement came with Saylor's characteristic "What's Next" teaser yesterday, which sent the Bitcoin community into speculation mode about another potential Bitcoin purchase. The timing is significant. Strategy's capital markets machine has proven capable of issuing equity, preferred securities, and convertible debt to accumulate Bitcoin at scale. The key to Strategy's model remains optionality and keeping the market guessing. Strategy are perfectly positioned for what's to come. That's today's Bitcoin 5. Let me know your favourite story from today in the comments below and subscribe now so tomorrow's update lands directly in your feed. I'll see you tomorrow.